Hello, and welcome to another episode of Good Art, Bad Art with me, Greg Harradine. On today's episode, I'll be discussing a song from Joni Mitchell's 1971 album, Blue. It's a lovely cover, isn't it? An iconic album cover. The song I'll be discussing is A Case of You. Simply a beautiful, beautiful song. I know it's touched the hearts of millions of people because there have been so many cover versions of this song. Over 300 professional cover versions have been released, and it's a favourite song of many. Is it good art or is it bad art? Well, what do you think? It's good art, is it not? It's a fantastic, beautiful, touching song. You might have spotted behind me a slightly unusual instrument. An Appalachian dulcimer. Yes, for those who knew, well done. This instrument is featured on A Case of You. Joni plays it stunningly well. It's quite rare to hear, and I think that's one of the reasons some of her music from this album, especially A Case of You, has become so iconic in a way, because it's not just acoustic guitar we're hearing. Yes, there is acoustic guitar, played by James Taylor, very stunningly, but the sound of an Appalachian dulcimer. I thought I'd give you a treat, and I will attempt to play the famous intro to A Case of You on my Appalachian dulcimer. By the way, this was a gift from my wife to me, and now I'm forgetting whether it was a birthday gift or an anniversary gift. Well, she'll never watch this video anyway. She hears me talk about music around the house all the time, so I bore her by this point. But anyway, it was a lovely gift, and I haven't given it much time to practice, but let's have a go. There we go. Not bad for someone who doesn't really play dulcimer, if I do say so myself. Although I'll admit that I'm not playing it in the correct tuning, sad to say. I'm pretty sure Joni plays it in a different tuning, but there we go. Isn't that stunning? Why is it so beautiful? What's special about it? What makes it great art? Well, one of the things is it's just well paced, and it's got an interesting harmonic rhythm. So many songs choose some chords, right? And we're on chord number 1 for 2 bars, the next chord for 2 bars, the next chord for 2 bars, the next chord for 2 bars. It's very rigid. The harmonic rhythm in this song keeps shifting. She's on a chord for half a bar, another half a bar, then a full bar, maybe 2 bars, maybe a beat and a half, maybe 4 bars even. So she sort of keeps us guessing. Where's the harmonic rhythm taking us? Her vocals, of course, are incredible. Aren't they just so touching? And her vocal tone just speaks directly to us. It's I think a feature of great artists is that they manage to make everything seem so natural. It's like this song and this music is flowing out of her effortlessly. And it's so incredible, and she doesn't come across in any way like she's showing off, or that she's had to work hard to write this beautiful song. Wow. You can't help but feel a bit jealous. If only I could write songs so effortlessly. Lyrics are again, they just work. They're really interesting. They're very poetic, but they're not dated. They're quite modern. Let me read a few examples. She has a couple of quotes in here, literary quotes. She sings, I am as constant as the northern star. Know where that quote's from? Shakespeare, ladies and gentlemen, from Julius Caesar. And another quote, love is touching souls. That's a little bit twee, I might admit, but it comes from the Austrian poet Rainer Maria Rilke. Maybe it had more of a poetic ring in the German. But still, Joni's not afraid to quote literature. And the whole concept, the whole lyrical concept, I could drink a case of you. It's just a nice image, and she doesn't sort of use this idea once. She doesn't use this metaphor once. She makes several references to wine or to drinking. She talks about, if you want me, I'll be in the bar having a drink. She talks about, you are in my blood like holy wine. Part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. So she goes back to this lyrical idea. And holy wine, that's meant to represent the blood of Christ. Interesting. So there's a sort of blood theme in there. Julius Caesar, that quote from Julius Caesar, how did he die? He was stabbed. Lots of blood there. So I feel like Joni's put a lot of thought into her beautiful lyrics. Let me just read a little bit. On the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada. Oh, Canada. And your face sketched on it twice. Isn't that... I just find those lyrics, again, they seem effortless. They seem poetic in a modern way and miles above most modern song lyrics. Most modern song lyrics can't stand up at all against these lyrics, which are now over 50 years old. Can you believe that? I could say so much. We're already running out of time. Yes, the instrumentation, it's just judged so well. Every instrument is obviously played by a human. Sounds obvious to say, but so many songs, especially nowadays, ever more so, we have electronic instruments, which to me can be done well, but they often lack humanity. What do we have in this song? Appalachian dulcimer, acoustic guitar, very subtle percussion, solo vocal, Joni Mitchell. That's it. And what a nice touch is it's just dulcimer and vocal until she sings Oh Canada, and then acoustic guitar percussion comes in. Amazing. There's so much one could say. That I've been talking about harmonic rhythm. She does this great trick, which is a very old trick, which is before an important part of the song, before a crescendo, she stays on what we call the dominant chord, chord 5. She stays on it longer than any other chord, I think, and it gives a great sense of anticipation, build up. She's building. This goes back hundreds of years, this technique. So she knows her stuff, does Joni. Anyway, an incredible song. What score should I give it? Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I give it 90. 90. I mean, that's pretty darn good, I would say. I hope you've enjoyed this. I could talk about this song for another 20 minutes, but I'm being strict with myself. I hope you've enjoyed this. Do tune in next Thursday for another video. And I've been Greg Harradine. Please do subscribe and let me know what I should talk about next. Goodbye.